Hey. He got it. Hey.
He got it.
Look at him. Round of applause for Trevor.
Let's go.
Figuring out how to record shit.
Okay.
O is here. I got it right.
Yeah.
In the practice run, I did not get that right. Trevor's here.
Not
Round of
at
applause
all.
for Trevor.
Let's go.
All right. You don't see T. T's schedule conflicted with the show, so he just couldn't do it. It's not sustainable for everybody, and that's okay. So round of applause to T. You helped us out quite a bit.
Appreciate you, man.
I know you're
Love
out
you,
there.
T.
I still talked to him all the time. He came over last night, so we're good.
Oh,
Yeah. How are y'all?
good. My knee, it hurts a little
Is
bit.
it age or just...
No,
from
it's because
training?
I was from training.
He's so much nicer than me, right? I just straight up called you old. He's so much nicer than me.
Yeah,
I remember you had training, so that's why I was like,
Yeah.
And he listens. It's Valentine's almost, ladies.
oh my God.
Either way, I have to say I do feel good because of my date last night, but
Oh, please tell us later. But I do want to know. But I want to hear this. So I'm gonna give you time. I want that to marinate because I also want to think of what I want to ask you about this date, and I haven't thought of anything.
no, those are good questions. To be honest with you,
Because
because what I told you, so I'll let you also know who he is.
Okay, we'll get to it.
And everything, we'll
I'm
get
sure
to
he's
that.
a nice gentleman, whoever he may be. Shout outs to you, nice gentleman who took her on a date. I hope you treat her right. If
No,
not,
I took
we have
him.
to-
I took him on a date.
Okay, I hope you treated him right, because if not, we got to beat you up, I guess. I don't even know. what
No,
that's
I'll tell you what I told Trevor, and we'll get to that. Hey, Trevor, how you doing?
Trevor, how are you doing? Did you go on a date too?
No.
Is there a womp on here somewhere? I got to add that to the sound pad. Right? Yeah, there we go.
Was out here trying to stay warm this week because, all this ice.
Dalaska.
Yeah.
I
Alaska.
hate that stupid. I like
Where'd you get-
Colorado better.
Dallarado.
That sounds
Alaska.
better. That's a hashtag.
Oh, okay.
Look it up.
Okay, I will.
You can see all the stupid drivers in Dallas.
Man, I saw it, bro.
It's so bad. This
They
week.
were
Why was we out?
sliding.
Like, we don't do this.
Just stay at home.
Like, dude, people like just. Oh my God.
It's like people just had to go out.
I did.
Not that I want to hang out and talk about our horrible drivers, but they're so bad.
Yeah,
were like,
I
I'm
saw the
sliding,
videos.
bitch, I'm
Yeah.
sliding.
Did you see them? Like they were right here by the highway, by the studio. They were
Yeah,
stuck.
like just all turn around.
So full disclosure, this episode will be out this upcoming Wednesday by the time you hear it. But we were supposed to be here last Monday. This past Monday, our typical day to shoot. And they closed the studio because of all the accidents from the ice storm and the weather that we had.
the weather was getting bad.
Yeah.
I went
It
to
was
work
really
at
bad.
9.
Yeah.
By the time I came out at 3, my car was already frozen over due to freezing drizzle.
We're not built for that in Texas.
no.
I like it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But we aren't built for that.
And
as
also,
Texans.
I am
get
not
ice,
built
not snow.
for ice.
We get ice, not
It
snow.
was a
It's
ice
a big
storm,
difference.
not even a snowstorm. It was a friggin'
Ice
ice
storm.
storm.
It was ice.
Yeah, I
did-
could deal with the snow.
I just don't like walking in snow, but yeah, snow is way better.
Right.
You can't drive
You
on
don't have
ice.
snow boots?
No.
I have snow boots.
I don't even have boots.
Damn. What?
Yeah.
We're
I said
taking
it.
you. We're taking you shopping.
Yeah, I got to get me some boots.
Yeah, Trevor,
You don't
you
have
need
any
help.
kind of boot?
No.
You're a man. You gotta have a boot. You don't have a chucker boot.
No.
You don't have like a mid range, like a mid cat, like maybe like high calf boot.
No.
Maybe mid ankle boot.
No.
Low rise.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
You need some boots.
This is coming from a lady. You need some boots.
Well, I mean,
No, tell him. Get him right.
No, get me right.
You need some boots in your life.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, when it comes to things like that,
Come on, Trevor.
you need those things. Like, I have my army boots. I was wearing that throughout because
Did you wear
they're
those on your date?
nah.
When you said you wore them through, I was like,
Never.
we might have to help you too.
First, I showed you pictures. I put
yes,
that
you
on the-
did.
Does that
yeah.
look like an army boot dress to you?
I don't know. I didn't see your feet, so I don't really know. Like,
I had on heels.
okay,
and
well,
they
Trevor
were
don't wear
open
heels.
toe.
You don't wear boots. Okay, so Trevor, how have you been? What's been up?
Chilling.
You had the week off from class, right? Or
Yeah.
class from school.
Oh my
from teaching.
goodness, that right there. It was like a mini break. But by the end of the week, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting annoyed. I was like, okay, I actually want to go back to work because I got work to do.
you know, your kids are going to start to think you don't like them because every time you come in here, you always are so happy about getting a break from them.
The thing is,
Do you like the kids you teach?
I love them.
That's not what I asked you. That's not the question I had. I said, do you like them?
Well, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
No, love
If
and
you
like.
say you love your
Love and
kids.
like is the same thing.
Oh my God.
I mean, I think it is. I think it's
Yeah.
more. I think
I'm not
it's
gonna
like.
play-
I meant in a healthy
When you-
sense.
I'm not gonna be a contrarian
Jeez.
today, so I'll leave you alone. Love and like is not the same thing.
Oh my God.
It's Valentine's month,
Yeah, share the love.
but first and foremost, it's Black History Month.
It is Black History Month.
I got it right. I see
Oh
you
my
went
God.
taking me.
Pump it up.
What? It's not Joe Budden month. It's Black History Month.
I said bump it up.
You said pump it up. You sing
Pump,
pump.
pump, pump
Do you
it
want me?
up.
I can't even play pump it up because I can't. It's infringement. I can't even do that. It's not. It's Black History Month.
Congratulations. That is Black History Month.
Oh yeah, you don't celebrate Black History
We
Month.
don't have Black History Month.
because every day is history over there, right? Like,
Don't kidding. We're all black in our
that's why I was like, why is she? She's,
we have like Panamanian Independence and
What's-
Day
okay.
and stuff like
So what do you-
that.
do you just celebrate
and
the Inde-
Festival of Diablos. We have
so do you celebrate Black History Month?
No, I don't really.
Don't?
No.
Oh, that's blasphemous.
How? I'm
If she's not from here, yeah, it's
You're here now.
I'm not from
I'm
here.
here now.
The
I'm kidding.
contribution.
No,
I mean,
I'm
hey,
kidding. But do you understand like the importance of it?
of course I. Come on, of
Well,
course I
don't-
understand. I just think. I
so I'm
just
just
think.
supposed to know
No,
because you're not from here.
I just think it's funny that it's on the
Oh, so now Black
coldest
Hi-
month.
Wait,
and
wait.
it's-
yeah, it's true.
So Black History Month is funny to you now? Wow. So our struggle is funny to you now?
Oh, see, you're trying to hit me with that, and it's not gonna work.
Nah,
I'm too
kidding.
intelligent for that.
I
No,
know, I'm kidding.
it's funny because I always think it's just like, man, we couldn't have it on like the summertime or something
So
because
June.
it's like
June.
because it's the shortest month. Okay, then not only that's the coldest month. Then
Yeah.
you got all these things, the distractions, Valentine's Day, the Grammys,
The Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
yeah.
Yo,
Wait. That might have been very intentional. They gave us you know what? We can't let them have all this. Put Grammys in February. Put the Super Bowl in February. Put the Pro Bowl in February. Put
Well,
Valentine's.
don't nobody care about the Pro Bowl no more.
Whoa. I beg to differ. It's actually kind of entertaining.
Oh, you watched it?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
No,
Just-
no, it's a week off. I'm not watching this shit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's.
Yeah,
And
it's
like
a lot of
happy
stuff.
Black History Month, but damn.
They gave
There's
us.
a
They did
lot.
give us Wakanda Forever in Black History Month on Disney Plus. That's kind of cool.
I won't watch it much again because I cried and it was
Nah,
sad.
they hit that tribute though.
They hit that tribute
That tribute
real
was
hard.
nice.
It was nice. It was like the moment of silence when because I saw it in the movie theaters.
Oh yeah, I did too.
And I was, it
Was I the only one that
was
saw it this week
so-
on Disney?
Nah, you're not the only one. Just
You're
That's
not
rude,
the only
man.
one, but
Us, yes.
people. It's just like if you were in the movie theater, it's like the moment the
Yeah.
silence was hardcore.
Yeah,
Like it
Are
was.
you talking about in the beginning of the movie?
yeah, like
Even
right
in
after
the-
they
Where I
even-
cried. That's not where I cried.
No,
end?
at the end I
cried
cried
at
at
the
the
end.
movie.
Yeah,
at the end,
end.
because I lost my brother, so I was like, I felt it
Yeah.
for even her. And no, the movie was it was good. It's just the fact that it hit
Yeah.
a lot different.
A lot of people said they were pissed because we were getting our ass kicked by the Mexicans. That shit was funny. So why you sure was getting our ass kicked by the Mexicans? I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, it's a fiction.
Yeah.
He's got wings on his feet. Shut up. What are you talking about? So, anyways, what do y'all want to get to today? Where do you want to go? I'll throw it to you guys first.
I mean, a lot has been. There's been a lot. There's George DeSantis and his crop, and Ian Omar.
Ron DeSantis. I was like,
Ron
you're
DeSantis.
talking about taking
the AP African American Studies
So
away.
give me your opinions on it and why. I'm curious.
Since I've been following this like every single day.
Yeah,
I've been following. Yeah,
I know both of you. I know you
Oh,
do, but I'm
no.
sure you too because you're a teacher. So you probably
somewhat,
Okay.
but I've been things along that lines, like especially here in our state, well, multiple states, where they are in a way censoring what they can teach, what you can teach in certain classes.
But do you think that they're censoring? Or let me leave it more open. Are they censoring just Black history or all of it?
No. It's not just Black history. If anything, it's been more like the other stuff dealing with certain things, introducing kids maybe to ideas of like sex and certain things along those lines. Certain books that can kind of like being the transgender and things like that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That maybe get their brain maybe going in that direction. They're taking a lot of that stuff out.
But even
Kind
without
of like gender dysphoria type
but
thing.
even without the gender piece, just from when I was growing up, I don't remember there being a lot of sex involved in like our education, or like infused. I don't remember.
I think the thing is about it,
maybe
it's
I wasn't
just
paying
that
attention to it.
is they're wanting, it's kind of like where, because, I follow this. So it's like pretty much educational standards where they want, like the GOP or whatever, most of it's in that political spectrum. They don't want things like gender studies because of what's going on and how new. They don't want that affected with their kids. With the drag.
But why would that make you? If that's the point, then why remove any kind of African American?
Because it's a
studies?
woke. They're saying like it's a
anything dealing with wokeness.
And it's funny because like wokeness started. It was like where Black people were waking up to the injustices and everything that were going on, and then all of a sudden.
Everybody else is like
Bill Burr was cracked me up because he said all of a sudden it was all about like Black people, understand it's like like get it, like understanding the injustice and everything that happened to them, and all of a sudden some white lady just took it over.
But here's the thing, like,
and also back to like certain books. I remember. Either my junior or senior year, one of the mandatory books that we had to read, it was stuff about orgies in the book.
Yo, what?
It was like
I don't remember no orgy books in my high school.
What
high school did you go to?
No,
Yo,
I'm just saying.
Hold on. What high school did you go to?
Trevor.
I'm not putting that out there. I'm not putting
because
that
I don't
out
remember
there.
any orgies in the books.
But
Like,
no.
are you like it was like Greek mythology?
No,
was it
was
Usually
one of the
that's
top
that.
books.
Like
the books
the-
that they have you.
Was it like some type of like human sexuality book? Like
No,
I'm just
it's
trying
more-
to figure out what they're hanging the hat on. Like what are they? What is
No,
so,
like you know how like it's always the list of books that you have to read in school.
Well, of
and
course
it's usually
that.
off of a
We
list
did
of
read
like
Beowulf.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Did it have
it's one of
sex
the,
in it?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
it's one of those top books.
We read a couple of stuff that were in high school that was
That's
a
a
little bit more mature.
There you go.
But now they're
those?
trying to shelter their kids because
There you
they
go.
feel like younger people, they're starting to find themselves, and they're being gay is more acceptable now. So kids are, more out and about, and they have more of a voice.
there
And
you go.
parents think that it's influenced by certain things, especially, with drag queens and people coming out more. It's
you
just, but the whole thing about the woke thing too is just like they feel like, with CRT, I don't know where they get that from because that's
With CRT.
Yeah, what is it?
critical race theory.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They feel like critical race, they're wanting to teach their little kids about critical race theory. And I'm like, dude, critical race theory is taught at a college level in law school. It is about explaining the...
Wait, are you serious?
It's
Hold
about
on. Time out,
systematic
time out.
racism.
No, I know what it's
Yeah.
about. You're saying that doesn't reach to the levels of like middle school, high school.
They're not. They.
So what's the argument then?
Exactly.
I didn't know that.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
This is why. This is why This is why George DeSantis is doing whatever sorry.
I mean, not that we care about him anyway,
I don't
but
care.
Ron.
The Satan.
Ronnie.
That's his name.
But let me ask
But
you.
that's why he's doing what he's doing right now.
So all this time, I was assuming that they were arguing this point because it was like teaching high school kids or maybe I didn't know that critical race theory specifically. I didn't know that was a college level course.
It is a college level course in law school.
Why do you care?
Because these people are literally listening to conspiracy theories.
Well, no, the way the media presents it is though it's like a blanket statement. You make it think it's an educational thing, like K through 12 type of thing.
No,
when I hear educational things like that, I'm not thinking about college because college is free thinking. I'm not thinking. I'm thinking this K through 12. I didn't know that was specifically.
It's specifically for law school. It's and it's like
and it's necessary.
And it's necessary for understanding certain systematic racism that and where it comes from.
Well, yeah.
When it comes to the law, when it comes to civil rights or whatever like that.
Well, yeah, you don't want to repeat mistakes.
Mm-hmm. So because of this, like with all these, these guys, they literally listen to conspiracy theories, and that's why you have a lot of like people like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
You really don't like this lady.
No,
we need to do like a celebrity boxing match for y'all.
She is because like literally she literally said on the panel asking this dumb question about billions of dollars going to an elementary school about CRT. The guy that she was questioning said, "I don't know what that is."
But didn't you just tell me CRT was college level?
Yes.
So then that argument is debunked.
No, he wasn't. This is what she said. CRT is teaching white kids to be ashamed of their skin color, skin tone, and that black skin tone is superior over white skin tone. That is literally what she said in Congress.
Okay, CRT is teaching history.
Exactly.
If you are ashamed of your history from whatever your ancestors did or did not do, then that would be on you. But if I'm teaching you directly what happened, these are historical facts. I'm not saying that you need to believe that your skin tone is the detriment of you. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you these things so that these people don't have to be disenfranchised further.
That's what's going on where it gets...
A lot of them... Oh, sorry. But that's where a lot of them, even though what you just said, the class is, it's supposed to teach them just the facts. People are afraid of, people maybe pushing an agenda or not getting the facts.
But see, if that's the case, then if you're going to start removing pieces of history, you can move it back if you need to.
Oh, no.
If you're going to start removing pieces of history, then now the story is not going to line up. So if I take away this, whatever they're teaching, I don't know if they're taking the whole 400-year gap. If I'm taking away that specific thing, well, then how are you going to make sense of the rest of the storyline?
But we're talking about, first of all, this governor literally said when it was like the debate in Florida that he said, and I quote,
"Oh hell, yeah,"
that people are teaching that this country was stolen from them, and that's not true. What the hell?
No, but it was like it was straight rock. It was true.
He literally said that.
It is true.
He really said that on the panel for his debate. And this is the base. This is the actual base that believes him. These people in Florida actually believe this.
Can I tell you something? We live in a country that allowed Herschel Walker to run for some type of like political office.
I know.
So are you surprised?
No, I'm not. You know what it is? I have to be honest. I have to be totally
You should.
honest.
Please do. You voted for him.
No, I did not. No, I have to because at this point, I don't know what to say anymore.
About what, this country?
It's so I understand there's a lot of questionable things, but I like firsthand it's tiring. It's tiring.
Yeah.
When you listen to it, it's like, how did these people even
get in the office?
How? And then they're like, oh, they want him to run for president, or you have some Ron DeSantis. And you have, and then you have,
Herschel Walker. I was
like, you listen.
not.
If you listen to some of these white folks, they're just like, yeah, I believe that there's two militaries, and Trump is running the military, and it's insane. Like it is. It is. It's. Yeah.
It's not just white people that believe that.
No, it's black people too.
It's just it's people in general. I'm not
people
saying that
in
it's
general.
but like people will literally vote for the thing that is opposite of what's probably best for this country because it doesn't suit their best interest. People vote their interests. People are not that interested in the progression of black and brown people, so they're not going to vote for something of that nature. They're going to vote dumb. Like if I see you sitting there on the panel and I got the dumb black guy on the panel, it's like, okay, let me vote for him because he's not really going to progress, move them along, right? But if you put someone in place that can, now I'm voting against my interest. My interest is not to empower you. My interest is not to my interest is to keep you guys disenfranchised. That is what a lot of people still believe, unfortunately.
I get you on that, but also on the voting thing, in their interest, it's not always that simple. Like
no, I'm talking about with an opponent like Herschel Walker. Okay. Why else would you put him in a position, or almost in a position to win? We're not going back to that, but if we're talking about that,
it's painful because there's no real plan to even help people at all. It's about I'm white and oh my God, my feelings are getting hurt because you're reminding me what my ancestors did, and we just want everybody to forget about it and move the fuck on. Like, no.
You can't, though.
You can't.
No.
You can't do it. So now you getting rid of things like that. Watch these kids grow up. That's not what I was taught. Well, fuck, you just said something real stupid. So when your ass get jabbed in the face, now you realize maybe you should have got taught that. No.
Do you remember like a few episodes ago when I told you she could not be a teacher in school? See?
Yo, you catch this right. You catch this hook. You know why. Educate yourself.
Oh, I'm just letting y'all go. It's the fact that you laugh about beating up kids. You sick fucks. You two are sick.
No,
that's not what it's old.
That's not. I'm talking about when these kids grow up.
To twist.
No, when these kids grow up.
You gonna beat their ass? Is that what you're saying?
They're gonna get their ass beat for
by you.
No, not by me.
See?
No, that is not true. What I'm saying is that these kids who, have the lack of education and lack of knowledge, they're going to start questioning things, are going to say something out of context and probably don't understand. And sometimes people don't accept that.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
they don't give you
the benefit of the doubt.
And we're right back to beating shit out of kids.
Sometimes they do.
So what conversations do you think parents are having around the dinner table with their kids when it comes to stuff like this?
Probably when they have some of these kids that actually do talk with their parents. Like mostly it's some of these white kids that actually educate themselves. And some of the parents don't want to listen to it.
Why do you think that is, though?
Because they're like, that's not something.
Also, parents can be sometimes stuck in their own way or trying to sometimes the rules of society and trying to force that on kids.
Because they'll feel like,
I've seen that. But sometimes parents can do that.
What are you really forcing on kids by teaching them proper history? What are you forcing?
Are we talking specifically about that?
What are you forcing? Because that's what I'm asking. When we're talking about critical race theory and the absence of African American studies in these classrooms and the way that they're removing things out of books or altering information like they were migrant workers, stuff like that. Like, what do you think parents are actually telling their kids in light of all that? Do you think that they're on the side of, yeah, you don't need to hear that, or do you think they're on the side of?
They just tell them. Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. That's what I'm being honest. That is actually, they'll sit up there and quote it because they want you to pretty much move on.
What would you tell your kid if you had a kid right now in this current climate, what would you tell your kid?
I'm pulling your ass out of school.
Okay. Next, what would you tell? beating kids' asses and pulling them out. Okay.
No, I'm just being honest. Like, if you're gonna like,
So you're saying homeschool?
I would homeschool my children. There was this black lady. She said she had to pull her kids out of school because they're not teaching the right things and they keep dropping things.
I would say too, it's not just black people too.
Oh,
a lot of
races are pulling their kids out of school.
So are you seeing less population in school now?
Oh yeah, the numbers been going down.
But is it noticeable?
That I don't know.
I guess,
but I know it's an uptick in homeschooling because also too. So you got the social aspect. You got also what they're teaching. Yep. Or, a lot of parents going against that.
I can see that going awry, though, bro. Huh? I can see that going awry.
What's that? The homeschooling?
I can see that going wrong. In totality, because some people are going to be equipped to teach their kids from home, right? Some people are going to be Some people are going to be responsible enough with the education they're giving them, responsible enough to keep it on par, keep them on target to graduate, whatever you want to say. But there's going to be a lot of these people that are going to continue to reinforce these rhetorics with their kids. So for those kids, I could see where school is a positive if they let it be, because they can interact with other races to kind of figure things out for themselves. But for the kids who just have the parents that are prepared for it, I'm not worried about them. I think, but I don't think you're going to have enough of that. You're not going to get a lot of products like us. If you have everyone going home to be taught, and you're removing all these things, if you're removing everything from the books, so then there's going to be a larger gap in information for those kids. So I worry about that, though.
The teachers are also leaving too,
because
they're getting threatened.
Yeah. They're like the lady that got her leg broken. That was actually
Oh, you
didn't know about that?
Yeah,
this lady,
teenager.
I think she was. I forget where this was, but she was filling in for another teacher, and she, I guess, somehow had an interaction with this girl that was negative, and the girl ended up breaking her leg. Dang. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So
I cannot be a teacher.
Yeah. No, I seen subs going, kids making subs and stuff go off on them. Well, although, you gotta have a little bit more control.
You know what?
Have you ever felt that, Trevor?
What?
Like you've been at the point where you wanted to go off?
On a kid?
Yeah.
No.
He probably got some good students.
That's where he's supposed to be then.
He got some good students.
Well, no, it's not that.
Even the bad.
It's not that. It's just you're built for that. Some people, what I'm saying is, some people don't need to do the jobs they're doing.
True.
So
I agree with that.
If you don't feel that when these kids are doing what kids do, you're probably where you need to be.
Also, too, they have a story. A lot of times, being in there, being in the trenches and seeing it, you see, that's also why on the other, sometimes you see parents, it's a lot of times it's pressure from the parent that's making the kid act out, or the kid is trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Especially in my particular case, I'm dealing with upperclassmen. This is it for them. They about to be in the real world. That shit is scary. When you think of it in totality, you about to be legal out here in the real world, for having to fend for yourself in a lot of cases.
But to piggyback on that, your kid wouldn't find themselves in such a scary situation if they were prepared in class and at home. So when I got into the real world,
even with that though, it's still nervous.
Yeah, of course.
You still got.
But when I got into the real world, I felt more prepared than probably most kids. It was a single parent household. I kind of had to fend for myself. So it's different variables. But
I agree with that.
I understand what you're saying though. But as a teacher, how do you feel about the way the education is going? You're on the inside, so how does it feel from the academic standpoint, the information being passed on, the way the system works? How do you feel?
Sometimes I will say. I say this, the people who make the rules sometimes, and a lot of times it's funny because it's a lot of times they're former teachers and all that. It's y'all don't remember what the hell was going on in the classroom. How you passing stuff or you setting stuff, and sometimes it's not really realistic.
But let's be realistic. A lot of those people in those positions of power didn't really have a realistic existence in comparison, right? So they might have grown up in the nicest schools and neighborhoods and all that. They're in these high-ranking positions. They really haven't really been boots on the ground, so to speak. So those rules probably don't apply in their brain. It might not even be a forethought.
Might not be.
It's almost like the governing body that we have, right? They haven't been in all these hoods and these lower income neighborhoods, but they make all these rules for their constituents, and we have to kind of abide by them. But they don't really know what the hell is going on. They come ground level, they'll be surprised. Like
also
they
too,
don't know.
I get a lot of things in schools or it's number based. What do
you mean?
Numbers based.
Like based like numbers of
Results.
Oh,
results.
okay.
Yeah,
like test
results.
scores.
Test scores and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it's that you got to look beyond the numbers. Why is certain things happening?
Oh, you're talking about look at the actual individual.
Or just in a whole, especially right now. And I know it's like tired of using this, but it's real as fuck. It's real as hell. COVID. Most of these kids, we dealing with a lot of that now. These kids they were on online school for like a year and a half.
I know.
That shit is real. Like the results of that.
Was it better or worse?
Worse.
Oh wow.
They said it was worse.
I can't say for everybody.
They said it was worse.
I can't say for everybody. Some kids just work for them. They did it. They did what they had to do.
My question is more often than not, was it better or worse? Better or was it better? Yeah, better or worse. Can you see where the structure of school comes into play?
Yes.
So that's my point. So if you're saying there's an exodus of parents taking their kids out of schools, that is what I worry about. Test scores, academic, all of it, bro.
Well, if you homeschool, if you're being homeschooled though, you're on a totally different,
a whole different scale.
Even still,
like you're not like doing school throughout the whole entire day.
Yeah,
like
of course.
The way you can
course.
do it when you're homeschooled, homeschool. So it's and that's also some of the beauty in it too. Kids can kind of go at their own pace.
That's true.
They can go at their own pace with it.
There's pros and cons.
There you go.
To all that.
We got off on a wild tangent about kids. All because you wanted to beat some kids' asses. Now we know
it
about the whole.
It wasn't because I wanted to beat some kids' ass. I said when they get older what I'm saying is like when they get older and you take certain things away, certain educations that they're supposed to know, especially about, the way how this world is going, how progressive these kids are. Oh, these kids are different, honey. These little Gen Z kids are totally different. They'll beat your ass.
But you can't
say
take
something stupid. Tell a teenager to go in back of the bus like Rosa Parks. He'll burn that shit down.
Well,
I'm
first
telling
of all,
you.
they're not on buses anymore.
I understand that, but because people, these older people, especially these white folks, be bold and shit. They be bold.
Do they?
Yes, they're bold, and they'll say things out of their mouth and. Just like that one guy.
Yeah, it's not just them.
He said the N-word and he thought he was cute. And this guy popped him with the freaking can across his head. Beat his ass. He said, I told you not to call me damn nigga.
Talking about the twisted tea.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And we see it. And sometimes we see it. You got the Karens. You got the Darrens. You got all of them.
She came fired up today. What happened? Did a white person make you mad over the weekend? Like what happened?
I know, just with everything is making me mad. The hypocrisy and everything that is going on, like here in the U.S., it's the hypocrisy, and it's these tired old white ass motherfuckers who just continue.
I'm gonna get a counter for every time you say white people.
I'm sorry, I don't think every white person is racist, but these people that are in
positions of
power are the ones making decisions for a country that's supposed to be headed in a better direction, but it is being pulled down by backwater bullshit.
But I hate to break it to you, they sold us a dream. I don't know that we were ever headed in a better direction. We were headed in a more financially lucrative direction for people that sit above us. But I don't know that I'm saying in totality, if we were ever actually headed in it, we were supposed to be. That's the dream. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of the same things, just not changing. Like we see things changing. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of things are staying the same too, though. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're right.
Okay.
That's it's when you. I guess it's a good thing that you hear these people because you know who they are. Because I always said, when a person speaks, listen and believe it, they say.
Speaking of race,
but it is a problem that we have because these are people who are in position of power who are making decisions for people, for the middle class,
which is the
everyday American.
The bulk.
Yeah.
Let me pivot. Because we're talking about race. Have you seen the movie You People?
I have not, and I want to see it. There's a lot of controversy
I've
over
watched the
that.
beginning of it.
And what'd you think?
Nah, like it looked like it's going like it looked like it gets into some deep stuff.
It gets
So it's
into
like-
it's
but
it gets
like
into,
funny.
It gets
Like-
into the interracial dating part too. We're talking about race stuff. It shows both sides of race, but it also doesn't give us enough lens into who we are as a people. Like they're wearing koofies and eating at like fried chicken restaurants and playing basketball. Just goofy shit. But it does get into that. But never mind. Go watch the movie. And then you haven't watched 1619 either, have you? No, you haven't. Okay, we'll watch. We'll talk about something
I
else.
told you that I'm catching up on
I know,
things.
because you just got back in town.
I just got back.
Yeah.
Catching up on a lot of stuff, even my shows.
That's why
So
she
it's
said her
just-
knee hurt, man. Like
I didn't really want to ask why her knee hurt. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know why my knee hurts?
It could have been a million things why you knee hurt. It could have been anything.
No, it can't. I was in training for 2 freaking weeks. I was in combat training for 2 weeks.
That's what's up.
Yes. I was doing land nav.
then you go say that's what's up.
No, thank you for serving our country and shit. I'm just
Yes,
saying.
no, I appreciate it.
No, I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you something.
Please.
I am just a staff member. I am a warrior in the office. Do you understand?
Oh, my
I
God.
wear my uniform and I'm in the office. I'm logistics. I'm a logistics
Why
and
the fuck does
intel.
your knee hurt then?
Because
Office.
I had to do things that these infantry
you pushing
people want
papers
to
or
do.
something?
No, I was.
So you actually had to legit combat
Yeah.
train though.
Yeah,
even though
this is not-
So typically you don't be out in the
No,
field.
I'm not. No.
Oh, you're
I
not.
don't know.
Why did I think she was like Jason Bourne or some shit?
Hey, I thought she was
she was
too.
operative. I didn't-
Man, I'm telling
That's
you,
what.
I was
That's
like,
what most. That's
hey,
what
look
most.
at bro. I was
That's
over
what
here.
most
I feel
American-
secure than a motherfucker.
I don't really feel that secure.
No.
I feel like I'm wasting my fucking tax
no,
dollars.
No, you're not. No, first of all, the military is
So you
just
securing file cabinets and shit?
first.
Top secret.
You got a whole ass M16 in front of a file cabinet?
Top secret, nigga.
It's like, this ain't nothing but socials. It's
Top secret, bro.
These are just employment applications. Why you?
No. Okay, so first off, no. I have been doing martial arts since I was a kid.
Do you
And
practice
kendo.
karate in the office when you?
No, I don't. So I know how to defend myself. I'm really good at that. But however, like when I was 28, when I joined the military, I was like freaking Rambo. Okay, I could literally jump and hop through fences and shit like that.
Oh, you ain't got a little older now.
No, but they were just like, and we were doing land nav. Like we were doing land nav. Okay, and I think that was our second event, because the first event we had to do what we call IMT, and that's usually you have to literally pretend that you're like doing like an evac and all this kind of stuff.
So you've been pretending to be
let me
keep us
tell you
safe?
how it went. It was like, it starts off and they're just like, gas, gas, gas. You got to put your gas mask off, and they're yelling at you and everything. And there's like green gas going all over the place. Then you got to run. Then you got to run with all your shitty ass gear. And if you saw,
yeah.
and it
Oh,
was
man.
crazy. I went through barbed wire and everything. And this is me. Bang, 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 bang.
Wait.
My helmet is like this. Bang, bang.
Wait a minute. You do all this to protect papers?
Okay, so pre-mobilization training is you have to do it every time you're gonna deploy.
I know.
Yeah,
You told me. I know.
yeah. So you got to do this. And it's not to say that I'm not used to doing it. It's just that I haven't done it in a while, and
There
I've
you
gotten
go.
older,
There you
and
go.
it's just,
There you
it's a
go.
lot. I'm not sitting there hopping fences and doing all that like I was back when I was 28, and I was like, woo, let's get this. Now I'm just like, y'all got, and friggin' Sergeant Hardy, he's just like, Cooper, you would die. And I said, that's I was like,
Wow.
I literally was like, because I'm going underneath the barbed wire fence doing back crawls.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm just like I'm struggling. I said, got in my eye. And I'm like,
Where did this show go? Oh my God! So
your sergeant put you on blast like that? You dead. You dead. That's what you doing right there?
I just feel coffee pots. I didn't know I was going to be shooting shit.
No.
That's what you doing now?
No, but literally what I told her, I said, that's fine. It'll hurt a little bit, but at least I'll go with God. I literally said that.
Look here. Hey, man.
Ooh, I was so serious.
Hey,
And we
man,
had
but
to,
that ain't going to cut it.
No, I'm telling you.
If this is real life, what you going to do?
The same thing what I did over there. I just...
You used to be my hero.
Shoot, I show my true colors with that shit. I said I know.
Look here, this is not. What if this wasn't a drill? You doing that? It's not gonna work.
No, but you know what? The thing is about it. Even though my sergeants were like, "But you didn't quit," because let me tell you, we were doing land nav, and I had to climb. Like, there's a river. We literally had to cross a river, and I looked and I said, "We gonna climb that?"
This is who's protecting our country. That's what y'all know that.
Me and my army boots, I was like, we're going to do this. And so we're climbing up, and I almost twisted my ankle. I almost fell to my death. But I got up there, and I'm just like...
Hey, Drew, it's real out here, man.
Yes.
If I find out that was like one flight of stairs, I'm about to be mad.
No, this was like some
it's real out
serious...
here, bro.
It was serious climbing, because not only that, it was raining cold, like cold rain out in Mineral Wells.
Yeah, where were you? Oh, okay. Wait,
And
where's
so-
Mineral
yeah.
Wells?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Somewhere out
and
there.
so
Ain't in North?
and then at the end we did the CTE, and that
You have
was
CTE now?
No, that was a whole that was the whole entire like
What's that?
we had to.
Wait. What's CTE? I'm thinking like NFL CTE.
No, like it's so that everything that you train for through those 3 days is everything jam-packed in one that you have to do. So you have to like do IEDs.
I was like, they give you CTE on
Like
purpose?
you have to pretend for, you have to drive around and search for IEDs. Oh no, these things like it pops off when people live around this area. So all they're hearing is boom. That's all you hearing is.
Then look here, let the people who live around there let some real shit pop off. Oh, it was real? Oh.
Property value ain't
It
shit.
was, and then the field caught on fire. So we got that. They were like, gas. And then all of a sudden,
the fuck is
the
happening?
field caught on fire. We're just like,
This is not a drill.
this is not a drill. It's catching on fire.
I've lost control. I'm losing my mind over here. What the hell?
sorry.
What happened? Were you playing Call of Duty?
No,
Shit. Call of Duty
But
don't even
hey,
get
y'all
that
asked
extreme,
me-
bro.
You said
All
you
the
didn't want to
action-
ask, but Trevor asked how I was.
Lord.
Trevor asked why my knee was jacked, and that's why. Because when they were telling us
she's
to
Mrs.
run,
Black Hammer.
She went from 0 to 100 real quick.
no, I'm just being like, listen. I'm a weapons armor. That's what I am. I am an armor, okay? I am a support. I'm support. I'm logistics. I'm mostly on the
That's me
computer
in the
or I'm
classroom.
in the
I'm
vault.
support.
So
I'm
you're
in
the person
vault.
that is under the table with the phone, like they're here.
No, actually, I can defend.
I can't find my boots.
We can defend
man.
ourselves. It's just that if it's left up to support, we already lost the war. Do you
Wow.
understand that?
All right.
We can do it. Just
Let
we lost.
me reel this shit back
Yeah,
in.
reel it.
So
I'm
what
sorry.
else do y'all have going on in the world that you want to talk about?
What
Trevor.
about that guy?
What guy?
What guy?
The guy who got beaten up by the cops and died.
Yes.
Memphis.
Man. Tyree Nichols.
Tyree Nichols.
Rest in peace to that guy. That was horrible.
So horrible. It was
But-
so horrible. Trump said something. It was horrible.
He always has something
But
to
no,
say.
he said no. He was actually. He said he was really sincere. Like it wasn't about him. It literally was like what happened to him was fucked up.
Maybe he just hired a good publicist, okay? He probably hired someone to do good talking points for him. He really wants to win again.
For the first time.
For his own sake, he probably should do that. But no, it was sad because it was us on us. And that part.
That part.
I was like,
That
damn,
part.
like I hated that they were frat too. Like they were three of them were in
Yeah, they
Yes.
got kicked out of the
Of
frats.
course.
Yep.
I mean There is hazing in frats. Let's not say there's not.
Yeah,
but,
and that was my
so
point.
I know where people are going to go with that. They're going to say, well, this is probably customary, but that doesn't mean shit. When you put the badge on and when you're doing a job, you can't be beating people's asses. Like that's just
But
On top of that,
was
too,
a personal
because
thing.
also too because it was black on black. I get you officers, you in the field, but also too, this is another black man, and you as a black man, you know the plight, you know what we go through.
like you work next to it every day.
Exactly. Why?
I don't
This
know.
was a unit
Why?
that actually
And
was
then on top of
supposed to.
Oh yeah,
They're supposed
Actually,
to fight back
yeah.
On top of that, you had 3 or 4 of them, all of them black,
Five.
5 black.
No, actually no, 5 black and 1 white. Yeah, that's the part that no one really talks about. He just got fired, but he's not going to jail though. I'm like, but you were tasing him. It's like you basically incapacitated him just so they can get to him. Like you're a part of it. At the very least, you're an accessory, in my opinion. I don't know. That the problem for me with that whole thing is how fast they were brought to trial, or not brought to trial, but how fast charges were brought to them. We wait years and years and years for white officers just to go to court. And hopefully we get something out of the deal. And usually we get less than we wanted out of the deal. And to see them get charges brought to them so swiftly is like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. That part bothered me. I know that I'm happy that it happened. I'm glad there's charges being brought. I just wish that it was even across the board for all offenders. Does that make sense?
To me personally, I'm glad it happened swiftly. This should be the standard.
Oh, I agree with
police
you.
officers.
Oh, no, I totally agree with that.
I do agree that it raised an eyebrow. Be like, okay, well, these motherfuckers, they black, and all of a sudden they do something wrong and bop. But even the white guy got fired like later, and he's not facing weeks later, and he's not facing what these guys are going through. My thing is that you got your
and
occasional
the EMTs too, by the way.
Oh, yep. The 2 other EMTs. Was it 3 EMTs?
2. Did you know
2
that?
EMTs.
So I think it was something like 19 minutes. They didn't render any aid.
I did read that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pathetic. So you're an accomplice too.
I heard it
So
was
you got-
for.
The question for me, because I didn't know this part, were they on the scene though?
They came to the scene.
They came to the scene.
And they provided no help for like 19 minutes. or
Oh,
some
they
shit.
were on the scene for that 19 minutes. Oh, okay, nah.
They basically let him kind of it's almost like let him suffer, bro.
They said he was slumping.
Well, you just got the
He
shit beat
slumped.
out
He
of
got
you.
the shit. He
on
slumped
top of that too,
while
man,
they
he's
were.
like calling for his mama and all that kind of stuff. Like
That part is always sad because George Floyd called for his mom too when he was getting choked out. He did. All these things are just continuous, man. Like I don't like to harp on them. I like to hang on
but
them.
also
I know,
makes
but
me
it's
like
sad.
It's
it
just
goes
like-
into again. I get you got a hard job. It's a hard job. What's going on in their training? How are they training y'all?
You know what? Look, I'll tell you
How
this.
are they training the
I
officers?
heard it was for a personal issue why they beat that poor man.
Here's my thing. It's not even training at this point.
Yeah.
It's who are you as a person?
That's true.
Who are you, the person in the uniform? Who are you in here? Because when you go out on the street and you're supposed to protect and serve, and you do things like that, I can't even blame that on training.
But it's-
you know right from
right.
wrong. You know if I
feel
shouldn't
like-
hold you up
I
and beat
feel
your
like-
ass with 4 other people. Come on now.
I feel like it's like they know that they can they feel like they can get away with doing something like that. Because let me tell you, you mean to tell me you beat his ass and didn't think that you were gonna get in trouble? Like there has to be something fucked up in your head. Be like, well, I did this, like the dude who did that shit to George Floyd. I'll be cool because they got me.
Let me tell you something.
And I think that's stupid.
Let me tell you something. They get away with that if that camera's out on that street corner. That's what blew the case wide open. Is there was a camera kind of high up that they didn't even realize was there. It was just like an inconspicuous camera for whatever reason was out there, caught the whole damn thing. If that is not there, I don't know that they don't end up. I don't know if they end up in jail. Because then it becomes, you know how this shit goes. It becomes a he said, she said. Well, they're always taking the side of seemingly the officer. So without that footage, I don't know
they got
that
the body cam stuff now.
And if you hear the audio, it's horrible.
People have argued body cam footage. I mean, and gotten off with having the body cam
That's
footage.
true.
So that's not always a tell all either.
And that's the scary part. And that's the scary part because they feel like, let me tell you, if cops were held more accountable to the bullshit that they did, that shit would have never freaking happened. if cops were held were held accountable like these guys were,
like across the board.
like across the board, I'm telling you, it would have never happened. Yeah. Now the man is dead and gone, and you do hear some people like, well, did he didn't comply, he this, he that. You know what? I am so sick of people saying, well, he didn't comply or he had this in his background. Who the fuck cares?
In that moment, he's
being beaten.
Yeah.
Period. It does not mean that you kill someone because they did not comply. That's not the law. If somebody's quoting the law to you and they feel like they're in the right, don't bust their window, don't beat their ass and then make excuse. That's not what police are supposed to do. No. And if that was the case, there would be chaos in the fucking street because people are like, well, I feel like I'm going to die. The cop pulled me over. I feel like I'm going to die.
Well, if we're being honest, I think most people are starting to question whether or not the integrity of cops is even there anymore.
Yes.
If we're being honest, I mean, it's raising a federal conversation of if they should implement laws to try to rectify some of this. Again, though, I don't know that the laws change shit because it's about who you are.
Exactly.
It's who I am in any position that I'm in. If I'm a piece of shit, no matter what job I'm doing, it's going to come out at some point, and it might affect the person that I'm working with, next to, or supposed to be serving.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So it's about who you are at this point. In this country, that's what I'm finding. It's not, we talk about laws and changing trainings and all that. That's great. We could do all that shit. There's laws in place to stop all this shit already. There's laws that say you probably shouldn't be doing this. There's rules and regulations that say that these are infractions, but they're not being penalized. They're not being enforced, and I don't trust the person behind the badge. So and now I got to worry about people that look like me behind the badge. That was supposed to be my safe haven. Like, okay, black cop, I should be good. I don't know no more because I don't know what side of the argument you stand on. It's who you are as a person. So,
well, my brother Justin, he don't care what color your ass is. All he knows is if he sees the badge, he don't trust cops. He don't like cops. And that's sad because there's cops in our family who are really good people. And I was talking to my cousin the other day because she's a sergeant in the police force. And she's like, it just looks bad. Looks horrible because people are more fearful of cops than anything. And of course, black people, they just don't deal with too much of that shit. But it just makes it worse.
Well, it makes it kind of feel like history. It feels very 60s-ish and post-slavery-ish and civil rights-ish. It feels, when you see all these types of incidents keep happening, it just feels like a new version of that. I hate to break it to you, but that's when I see the guy rearing the person that falls off the cliff and the kid dies in the car. I mean, you're doing maneuvers like that on people with kids in cars. These are cops doing this type of shit.
Yeah.
Well, if that's supposed to be the person that's protecting me, I don't even know who to go to no more. Like, who am I supposed to?
That's true.
Who do I call? If that's what's going on now, I think that's where people are feeling kind of like disheartened. Is like, I don't really know who I can trust. I can't trust my neighbor anymore because he might be crazy. I can't trust the cop because they might be crazy. I can't go to the store because shit might happen there if I go to school. Like, it's like everywhere you go, it's like, what do you do?
And this is why people are losing their mind in this country.
Trevor, what say you?
Hey. Y'all said everything. Y'all said everything.
You know what you sound like Kanye on the album. You know, it's like, speak up, brother. Come on, man.
Y'all said everything, man.
Trevor's opinion, what you got? Trevor's ready for Ask the Pod. I know what it is. He calls, he's like, man, can we answer some questions today?
Really?
Trevor's ready. You want to just move on to Ask the Pod now that we've got you so deep in your racial feelings?
Nah, y'all good.
We want to say Black Power? Give it to him, Trevor.
Hey, people are people. So they're going to do what they're going to do. I will say on your comment, like, if people can't trust their neighbor, can't trust the police, now they're going to more self-defense.
And it's what she said.
That's why there's so much chaos going on. People killing each other, man.
I just stay at home.
I'm telling you.
Like that's why my you think I'm cheap. No, I just didn't want to go to the movie theater to see Wakanda Forever. And it just so happened to come out on Disney Plus.
I didn't say you was cheap.
No,
A lot of the movies is hurting.
It's not even
hurting
it's
right
because
now.
of shit like that. I don't want to go sit in the movie theater and hope that everything is going to be okay. Not to mention, I'm back in COVID brain again. I just recently had COVID, so I'm back in that mindset. I'm not trying to be around too many
nobody
people.
trying to go to the movies no more.
Nah, a lot of people just want to feel this world is going up in smoke, man. I swear.
I won't say this world is going up in smoke.
I mean, well, because even when we did our training brief, it was really sad. I mean, it brought back some not nice memories because we soldiers do a lot. We do. We got to do a lot. We do a lot. And not like 80% of soldiers technically die from IEDs. These are people getting blown up in
80?
IEDs.
No, what
like
was the percentage you just
explosives.
said?
80.
Like 85. They don't get shot by the enemy. They get blown up.
Oh, you're talking about the landmines and
the
stuff like
landmines,
that.
yeah.
Okay. Of the people
and
that
so,
do die,
yeah,
the percentage.
They die
okay.
or they lose a limb. And so imagine just coming to this country where you just want some type of peace and everything that you supposedly think you fight for is just going up in smoke.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's why I speak so passionately about the things that are going on here because it's like, well, why the percentage of people trying to recruit people in the military is very low. Look at it.
Are you saying the percentage of recruitment
recruiting
or conversion?
Recruiting soldiers.
And of that, the conversion is probably even lower, right?
Yeah, like kids are not joining the military. Like people are not joining. They're not.
That fresh out of high school shit. I remember that.
They're not joining.
I mean, you still got your regular ROTC.
You do,
yeah, but there used to be a larger number
not,
coming out of high school that were ready to go out and fight for the country.
But it used to be really high, especially when 9/11 happened. But if you have a Congress or whatever and things that are going on here and they feel like their families are not being protected while they're on deployment and everything, they're going to think twice. There are more people leaving the military too. This is why I'm passionate about it because this is also the reason why I'm leaving.
I want to drop it so bad. I was waiting for the right moment because I didn't want it to be off like last time.
No. But I'm just saying this is why I
understand.
Passionate about because the United States is.
We really made it racy.
Yeah.
We should answer some questions from our Ask the Pod segment now.
Go ahead, Trevor. Get your answers on.
Man, there's so many though. Actually,
just pick a few.
Just pick. Yeah.
Okay, so this comes from a guy named Matt out of Austin, Texas.
Okay.
It's kind of lengthy, so I'll read it, but it says, as my wife and I get closer to becoming parents, I've been thinking a lot about how they will be brought up and the world they will be raised in. Kind of what we're talking about.
Okay.
This particular question always comes up when I think about having a girl. I would have to hear all of y'all's opinions on the topic. Cheers. Hope to see y'all in the studio soon. It says, what is the pod's views on trans women competing with biological women in any athletic competition? What is the answer to that? Like, I guess that's what he wants to know our opinion on that. And then do we just do away with the separation of all men and women's sports and allow everyone to try out for the team? Is that fair? Do we stay with the system we have, or is there no difference and just let anyone who identifies as that gender play with that said gender?
That's a good question.
That is deep.
That's been one that's going heavy.
Thank you, Matt, for the question.
Thank you.
I'll let you guys take it first. Go ahead.
Go with Trevor.
Especially seeing high school sports. For me, it's more, since you have enough of these, you need to make.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Did you have enough of these?
Sorry, transgender. My apologies.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
God damn it, Trevor.
Jeez.
You were doing so good.
No, yeah. I caught it right when you said
I
can't reach you, but can you pass him a dap for me?
Yeah.
There you go. Get that. There you go.
I'm sorry.
Boom,
I do apologize. For transgenders, they need their own leagues.
I can see that.
They need their own leagues.
I can see that.
Because
it's fair.
There you go. For fairness. Because you're already running into that. You can't really compete with the guys because, if you identify.
Theoretically, can't they though? Because if I'm a guy transitioning, because of the estrogen change.
There you go. And then the other one.
Oh, what you got?
No, go ahead, Trevor. Go first.
She about to light it up. Go ahead.
Go
man.
ahead.
We're gonna need to give her about 10 minutes anyway. So go ahead, Trevor.
I want to hear a rebuttal, but yeah, it was just more for for fairness, and also so they can compete because they do deserve the right to compete.
I agree with that. Having a daughter who throws shit across the room all the time, I can see she's probably gonna play some sport. I don't know what it is. I would prefer that she competes against her own God-given gender, biological gender. I know that sounds.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just have to stand on that because I would prefer that. You get what I'm saying? Let's say she's playing basketball and she gets Deboed by some 6'6" dude that you. Come on now, like,
and that's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's
as
where,
a parent,
for the fairness,
fairness. As a parent,
and
I can see why people feel that way. For me, it's a safety thing. It's not about them not having rights to compete. Everyone has a right to compete. Yep. I mean, we have every single type of sport. You have Special Olympics. You have everything. But I think you're right. I can see them having a league. Why not make it fair? And that's a problem. Then I don't know what we do from there because that's really the only suggestion I could.
And to me, I feel like that's an easy one.
But it depends. But I don't know. I don't know. Do you have enough individuals to compete?
If anything, that would be the only thing.
And if you don't, then you're stifling their chance to compete because you have with sports. You have a time frame too. So
yeah.
So there might be a time where like everyone doesn't get to compete because we're trying to figure out these leagues and get all this stuff to grow. So there's going to be a weird period, a layover period. But I think it needs to be a personal, like a league. You. What say you?
What you got? What you got? I see you.
Right, set timer for 10 minutes and go.
Go ahead.
And
What?
scene.
That's
go.
messed up.
No, we messed with you. Go. What you got to say for real?
No, actually, as somebody who's part of the LGBTQ plus community.
And you can't beat no kids' asses with this answer.
No, I can't. No, first, I have trans friends. I understand. I do believe that they should have their own league because these are always touchy subjects because trans women, they're trans women, first of all, who are, they got, it's gone. You can't even tell that they were men.
Oh, you went there. Okay. I mean, hey. Fair enough.
I'll be honest. You look like a whole woman.
I don't have a dog in the fight,
no,
so I can't say nothing.
I can't. I have seen trans women who literally look like women. You can never tell. If they never said anything, you would never know.
Okay.
They got the voice, everything down to the T. They got everything gone. They look strictly like that. Unless you do unless you like do an X-ray, then yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just. Why are you
But
laughing?
I was about to.
I had a quick question I wanted to ask you. It's about what you're saying. You said women. When they talk about transgenders competing in sports, what age demographic is this? Has anyone?
It could be even high school.
Yeah, that's
It can be in high school.
That's more where
That's where I see this. That's where I see this bigger problem because that's what it seems like.
But I have seen it on the college level too, like with the swim.
But because, with the swimming too.
Yeah, with the swimming.
I don't know how because I know they take they don't go through their surgery yet, unless they get and I think that's also the issue because it's like no. You need to compete with either set B a man.
I was like, please don't do
we
it.
have no, because we have. Let's not lie. Let's not lie because sometimes I feel like sometimes the trans community and it's a minority that outweigh the majority in their loudness that they feel like if you say anything like biological woman or you get a period or whatever, they feel like you're being transphobic and you're not being inclusive.
The
and it's
scientific
but even my friends who are trans who are trans women, they're just like, no, let's be logical and stick to the science. Okay. In the military, right? We do have trans people in the military. Yeah. We have a trans man that's literally is in the bunk with us.
I'll ask a question later.
But it's because like if they haven't like
wait. Sorry. So what are we telling Matt? Because
we're telling Matt that we believe that they should be.
Oh, because Matt's probably, wait, so should I send my daughter to the army? Like,
no.
Okay, just making sure we're on the same page.
I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
Example is that in the military, we do have trans people in the military. If you're a trans woman, they usually put you in a separate room in the male barracks by yourself.
Wait, trans women going from male to female?
Male to female, they usually put them in the barracks by themselves. But for females, apparently we're just a little bit comfortable with it, so they actually.
So female to male is cool.
Yeah, like female to male, they'll put like female to male. It's like it's more acceptable, which is weird.
I can see it.
Yeah, and then
every girl I know has a gay friend that's a dude. So
yeah, I don't like we don't.
I can see it.
Like because there's two of them that I know that bunk with us, and we're just like, okay,
it's one of the girls.
But the mentality for men is totally different
because men are transphobic and
they can be they can be so it can So to me personally, yes, to Matt, I do believe. I'm just saying I do believe that they should have their own sport, just like how women fought to get their own sport.
Yeah,
when there was only men who were doing their triathlons and everything. Am I not? It's not a.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
it'd be no different than putting like a Special Olympics athlete with a non-Special Olympics athlete. That wouldn't be fair.
But it is offensive to the trans community, I guess, in that sense, because they're like, well, I transition. This is what I am now.
Okay, I see from that perspective.
And I get it because they're like, well, I'm a woman now. This is because they also have to go through therapy after they do this stuff.
But nobody's disrespecting
that.
At all.
And they sometimes, and that's the problem too I have, is that they don't get it sometimes. And they get all up in their feelings. It's like women are not trying to disrespect you and say, trans women, you don't like you. No. The problem is that trans women think that we're being disrespectful, and then most of the time they're being disrespectful to us. And we're like, you're the one who wants to come in our space.
Yeah.
You're coming in this. We are biological women, period.
There you go.
Okay? I'm sorry. I don't care what you call it. You want to call us cis, whatever like that. Yes, I identify with being a female, but you're coming up into a space where women have fought tooth and nail to find equality and have things for us. So when you are a man and you transition to a woman, just have some fucking respect. That's all I'm saying.
Are you saying that men transitioning to women is like a cheat code? Like... They just pass go? Is that what you're saying? That's what
no, I'm not saying because they go through a lot of hard times. I'm saying that when you're coming into an actual biological woman space, just have respect, because a lot of us are like, we feel like you're being disrespectful. And I'm freaking gay. I'm just letting you know.
Yes.
I'm pansexual.
I'm just saying. I thought you were pansexual. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I'm part of that community, and I just feel like I don't care if you call yourself a fucking shoe, okay? Just have some respect for everybody else, too.
So overall, Matt, the answer to your question is, from the group, I think that we all agree that they probably should have their own league to make it fair on everybody. And in all fairness, that probably is the most respectful thing you could do. Because if I'm shoving transgender male and female into a heterosexual, or not heterosexual, excuse me, a biologically male sport, a biologically male female, a female or male sport, so to speak, then I feel like I'm doing you a disservice, because that is going to be hell. So I would prefer that you have a league of your own and you feel comfortable competing against like-minded individuals that have gone through the same type of process. Yeah. I think that's the answer to the question.
Nobody really complains about trans men being in male sport, because there's been really not many trans men who were able to beat actual men.
All right, let's get something more. Sorry. Let's get something a little lighter. Okay, let's see. Whew, that was heavy. Okay, hold on a second. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Question, man.
But you answered your question. Sorry.
Okay, here's one. Since it's almost Valentine's Day, it says, "Why do men think they can buy your love, especially around the holidays?" That's some bullshit.
I don't know because
Why do
No,
you?
I want you to answer this. You just went on a date. Go ahead. Did he try to buy your love, or did you say you took him out?
I took him out for his 40th
Well, that's
birthday.
an anomaly, so that's never mind. Trevor, I just
What's the context though? Like,
it's very, like,
Let
that's
Trevor
it.
go first.
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead.
Trevor,
That's it.
I'll go,
That's all we
I'll
got,
go
Trevor.
after you. Trevor.
because I know for me, I would say like, I don't know if it's necessarily trying to buy your love. It's more just like trying to like get you stuff you like. Like that's how I show my appreciation. What if that's how the dude shows his appreciation?
You know what
Love
it is?
language.
Exactly.
You're in my brain right now. I was just about
That's
to
my
say,
love language.
It's
giving.
money. Yeah, money or
Trevor, buy her some shit. Give her that plant. She likes people to give her shit. Give her that plant. Wow. Give her the roof to the studio.
I'm
Especially
a gift giver, so I get
yeah, if I could afford, like stopping to give you like your favorite chips and things like that, flour, like
chips.
Oh, you getting to the thing with the chips?
You know,
That's
you
your move.
give
That's-
your flowers because it's
He
Wednesday.
get coochie with chips. That's fucking nuts.
oh my god. You still-
You know, hey,
But
listen.
I'm just saying, if that's the guy's love language, like
If her-
not necessarily he's trying to buy your love, it's just how he shows it. Maybe
If her love language is hot Cheetos, Trevor, I'm gonna need you to step your game up. That's just fucking disgusting.
Bow, bow, wow.
Not even. Oh, I have questions. Her sodium level's gonna be high.
Oh my
I'll be
gosh.
She
honest,
gonna have
honey. I mean,
hypertension.
I'm just.
you still there.
What's their name?
This came from a lady named Kayla.
Oh, Kayla.
Kayla, who tried to buy you? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
yeah.
Get that,
Oh,
get that
Kayla.
bum out of here if you trying to buy you. That's not what you want.
I'm gonna speak to Kayla, baby.
Speak directly to her right there in the camera. Hey, Kayla.
Hey, Kayla, how are you? Let me tell you something. When a man buys you a gift, just accept that shit,
Wait a
please.
fucking minute.
No,
Perpetuating stereotypes.
because it's first of all, it's a love language.
What, buying shit?
No, just if he if
gift
he's
giving. Yes.
giving
Yes.
gifts is a
Yeah.
type of love language.
Yeah.
My grandmother, okay, she loves giving gifts. That is her thing. That is her love language. She loves it.
She's not trying to date you, though.
No, but that's the thing. What I'm saying. It's a love language.
Or a lot of dudes just try to buy cheap shit. They like a
Is it
lot of
cheap?
men try to buy
here's-
cheap women.
Is
A lot
it
of
cheap?
And
Is
also
it-
my other question, like I could see if he's just buying a whole bunch of expensive shit.
But
and
is she
trying to
talking
use it.
about a stereotype that why all men do it?
maybe she just keeps running across dudes that try to buy her
right,
off. That could be it too.
Probably. Like if you don't like it, just don't and also just let them know.
Yeah, let
Them know. Let them know, like, hey, you know what? I am all about affection, and I don't really care about getting gifts, but I care about.
What if she just looks like a gold digger? Like maybe she's putting out the vibes.
I didn't say that.
Maybe she's putting out a vibe of like a gold digger vibe because we can sense that shit a mile away. Like you can sense we were just trying to get laid, right? You can tell when a dude's just trying to smash.
Oh, yeah, and I let them know
And
too.
we can sense we're just trying to get money out of my pocket too. So maybe she's just presenting as a gold digger. And why y'all looking at me like this? Am I
is it
digging
say-
myself
but
a
it-
hole right
But
now?
that's not what the question was.
that's the thing. If that's the question, then she's not one.
Her question and her communication context to that question does
That
not
poor gentleman-
symbolize
that poor
she
gentleman-
is a gold digger.
That poor gentleman probably gave his last
She's
dollar.
probably really pretty, and
That
guys give
poor
her
gentleman
gifts.
is probably gotten sucked into her web, and now he's buying her shit.
That question does not sound like
That's what
somebody
I'm
getting
saying.
sucked in that web.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
like
have-
somebody who
You kinda by
actually
yourself on that
probably probably a very beautiful woman, and she has men buy her gifts so that she can
Look here,
give some
we
love.
were almost here, and then you went somewhere
You went
else.
far
you went
left.
somewhere
I don't really
else.
think we can help you. I'm gonna move on. I think this we're
no,
not the
I
crew
get
for
it.
this. We're not the
No, I did help her. I said that if you don't like getting gifts
You gotta
from
tell her.
anybody, you
You
gotta
gotta
let
let
them
them
know.
know.
And I said you need to start presenting as a gold digger, and they
Wow.
won't think that's what you're
But
about.
that's not what she coming up in that
all right.
question.
Gold digging ass. He ain't fooling me. Yeah, I'm not a sucker. I know what's going on. You out here taking these dudes for their money. I know. Happy Valentine's Day, Caleb.
That's cold, man.
Some of these other questions. Ooh, at what age do you stop fucking for fun? Okay, no.
What?
I thought we did that one already.
What age?
I don't know if you were here for that one. It said, at what age do you stop fucking for fun, and why that age?
Don't stop fucking for fun. You never stop fucking for fun. What's wrong with you?
Somebody had a great date.
You never stop fucking for
You fucking just to, I don't know, have some kids? Is that it?
Well, that's exactly what it was designed for.
Okay, but it's a pleasure thing. I ain't stop fucking for fun. You never stop fucking for fun.
Hey, bro, she put the never.
I was going to skip this question, but apparently
She said never.
Never.
what she said.
Okay.
And I'm saying that. I'll be a freak a lick even 80.
Okay, here's one. Okay.
Yeah.
It says this, and I don't know who this is from. It was anonymous. It says this. Okay. It said, how valuable, let's get some, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
How valuable has self-awareness been in your life? And do you think society in general has deviated from looking within to fix their personal issues?
That's therapy talk.
Ooh, that's some deep shit.
A lot of people that listen to us apparently are like really eclectic and deep.
I like it.
I do too.
I do
Better
like
than this
it.
last fucking for fun. Yeah, get that out of here.
I mean, it was a nice thing to say.
Good for you. There you go. Whatever you said, I agree. There it is. But this last question: how valuable has self-awareness been in your life, and do you think society in general has deviated from looking within to fix their personal issues?
I'm taking this one.
I think society has.
Take the bull by the horns. Go ahead.
I think society just.
It's a dub. We're done. We're roasted. We're cooked. The end.
Yeah.
That's it. We're done.
I will say.
I will. Yeah.
There's no introspection. Very few of us are introspective.
There's very few of people who are self-aware because obviously we have seen it
Yeah.
full hand.
Yeah.
Almost like
I think social media
Damn.
allows people to not be self-aware.
And that's
very
I
much
would say
so.
social.
It's a meta bubble. I mean, everyone's living in this phone, this screen. Everyone's on an app doing this, texting, tweeting, taking photos, doing reels, doing clips, everyone's so here that I think you can quickly lose your self-awareness in the current climate that we live in. Like it's super easy. Like everything's there to make you not be self-aware. It's all telling you to pay attention to other shit. So like it's clickbaity as everyone is, and as quickly as people get drawn into all the other things of life, I don't think that people are self-aware. If they were, we wouldn't have as many problems as we have.
God,
so I
many
think that we're not
problems.
that self-aware.
I
That's my
mean,
personal opinion.
Well, that's where society is.
As a whole, yeah.
How it's helped me though, like personally, is everything. Like I'm constantly trying to check myself. I'm constantly,
My man.
even like
I'm so proud of him.
always looking in the mirror. If anything, sometimes too much.
Yes, Trevor. Trevor, it's an air dap.
Sometimes
hey,
too
you have
much.
to pass it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Good look.
We got a thing.
But yeah, it's what governs me, man. I'm always like trying to make sure I'm not getting too cocky. I'm not getting too high. Even
Too high?
no, big headed.
Oh, okay. I was like, let me find out.
You gotta always put that in the
Yeah, let me find out.
That's
That's April's
even
right
like-
around the corner.
Nah, being self aware, like for me is that's why. That's
Sorry. So sorry. It's not Old Spice. That's my text tone. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
That's why a lot of that, like smoking, I won't touch the shit. I don't want, or on a lot of stuff, I won't do or take because I always want to be in my right mind. I don't want to be dependent on something.
Damn. Like a Buddha or
So
something.
I'm always self awareness,
That man right there. He going
everything.
places, mama. I'm telling you.
That's everything.
Yeah.
I like that question, man. That was dope. Appreciate it.
You wanna the applause.
You don't get the one from the
applause.
I'm not going to get you the artificial. I want to get you the real one.
I mean, that's really good. I mean, I always have to. Well, no, I take a moment for myself all the time. Okay, like especially my sister Jackie. Love you. Anyway, no, she's like the most positive affirmation person ever. She may be a hippie with all her crystals, but she always texts me and says, "Hey sis, great risings, just positive affirmation." She'll give me some type of quote, and I literally look myself in the mirror and I sometimes repeat those quotes. It just helps. Every time when I look at myself and just say how great and how positive and everything that you have to, because if you don't, I'm telling you, you'll be wind up like what's going on right now.
I mean, it's part of the reason that we like a lot of times we'll post just positive things on the page. It might seem random, but I like for people to go through and see that random piece of just okay, you know what, that's That's not a bad, because you don't get enough of that. You get a lot of the salacious shit. You get a lot of the just clickbaity stuff. You get all the hashtags and headlines. Sometimes you just need to stop and be self-aware. Like, take a look at yourself. Check yourself.
Because that's how you level up.
I suggest
Looking within. Like,
putting
you gotta
this
level
down.
up.
Why do you think I go hiking on weekends?
Right.
We got
Or
back to it
go
last
to-
weekend. You
or
got
go-
to just to break the
If
monotony and
you
get out of
guys,
it.
let me tell you something. If you guys have like what you call those, like spa, like bathhouses. I love going to
spas.
bathhouses.
Yeah.
They're spa,
Yeah,
they're
we
spa bathhouses, but they're amazing.
What type of bathhouse is? Oh, it's not. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm listening.
But there are like I love to take my time to do things like that for myself because it
yourself.
gives me time to breathe. Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Like, and you have to. You know, I have to say this is why I love the Japanese a lot. I really do. Because they got a lot of self-aware shit that you can do, boy. I ain't gonna lie. They even have freaking restaurants, okay, to help with your depression. Get out of here.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
They have, they'll, like, you can, they have, like, it's, and their restaurants are so cool because, like, they'll have like little knickknacks and everything like that
That's
you
pretty
can
cool.
like take out stuff and it has something really positive on there for you.
We have guns and drugs here.
I know, right? There's your
Legally
positive.
and-
There's your
legally
affirmation.
and illegally.
Right.
Poison.
That's how they solve their shit, obviously.
This person had a second part to this question. It says the same for accountability when we make a mistake. How hard has it been for you to get an apology out of someone when they blatantly are in the wrong?
I don't care.
I mean, I'm not
I'm
begging.
sorry, I'm not begging you.
I'm not, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is appalling to me for some people that have done things. I'm like, oh, you really should have, but you're not going to. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But
It depends on the person because
It depends,
again,
yeah.
it goes. It's funny. It goes with the self-awareness. If they don't feel like they did anything wrong, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get no apology out of them because they don't see what they did wrong.
And mind you,
or also too, if they feel like what they did, like
it was justified.
was justified.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
mind you, and I don't care either. Okay, that's probably my zodiac sign talking, y'all. Because let me tell you something, I'm so self-aware of myself that if people don't want to say apologize to me, I don't care, because that just lets me know that I'm not fucking with you anymore. Because you're that type of piece of shit, and that's just me. Some people want to be satisfied to get an apology. Me personally, I'm not. I'm not going to spend the rest of my time or day worrying about what the hell you did like that. That means I just cut you off. I don't need your apology. I don't need shit. And I'm not asking for it. Period.
For me, the accountability piece. So, for instance, I had a friendship that ended recently, kind of abruptly.
Right.
And I could see where in my part of that happening is where I was trying to I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
I was trying to, I'm always trying to push my friends to be the best version of themselves. But in turn, what I've been doing, sorry to all of y'all, is pushing them to be the best version of me. And that is what you can't do. You get what I'm saying?
Impressionable.
Okay. No.
I'm just playing.
What I'm saying is my drive to be what I want to be sometimes makes me impose that upon people, right? Not everyone wants to be that driven. Not everyone wants to have a podcast. Not everyone wants to be a teacher or in the military, or you move to Japan or go skiing or snowboarding or whatever it is. that you're,
get your boots.
yeah. Right?
trying to let you know.
Brought it back. Church shoes. Church shoes. Okay, we're not doing church shoes on mountains. Them Tic Tacs gonna get your ankles broke. What is fucking wrong with you? Get you some Merrills, okay? Gore-Tex lined, okay?
Slide.
We out here.
Slip, slide, ride is what you about to do. But no, like I realize in my friendships, and I'm like, again, I apologize to y'all if I've done that, is that a lot of times I was pushing them to be the best version of me. And me being pushy was me also in turn pushing myself, but you kind of project that. You can project a lot of things. You can project negativity. Yes. You can project a lot of things, but I was trying to hold myself accountable. And then in turn, you're pushing that shit on other people and you can push people away. So I'm sorry to those people who have done that. But I would say the accountability piece is definitely important. So for the person who would end the friendship abruptly, right? There's going to be accountability on that side too. Mm-hmm. There should be on both sides. And if you can come to a table, have an agreement, and have a meeting or a talk, and squash it and move on. Maybe it doesn't mean you got to be friends again.
I mean, it's great.
Be accountable for the shit. That's it.
Being accountable is great. I be honest, yes. Being accountable is great. I'm just saying, if you don't say sorry, then
I don't
it's
give
all
a
right. I don't give a No, am I wrong, Trevor?
Nah.
No, because you can
like
be
you said,
accountable.
I'm not going after it, but also too, it's one of those especially if I know the person.
What you said. You said what you said.
Also too, I like a lot of times if it's a situation like that, the person on the other end, you meant what you said, or it's like
Did you know? Sometimes people say things off the cuff just out of frustration.
If they come back and apologize or whatever that, respectfully.
Usually, if they're frustrated and it comes out, that's even more how they feel.
That's what I'm saying.
In a lot of cases.
Okay.
That's
when
really what they
people get
think.
angry and they say something, that's really what they think. Literally.
Damn, that got me over here assessing my
Especially when
friendship. This is not supposed to be happening right now.
Because when they're in control or the situation, they can always tell you what they want to hear, or they can control it.
Yeah.
So it can sometimes be lip service if you don't know the person. When they angry, they frustrated, they
Back
pissed
against
off.
the wall.
Exactly.
Uncomfortable. Yeah.
And then they tell you.
And sometimes that's when you get an apology. Oh, I need it because you letting that come out your mouth. Let me know how you really feel.
Yeah. Especially like if you talk to the person and say, I feel like I deserve an apology.
They don't give a shit.
And they don't give a shit. Like, it's like, they're like, I feel like I deserve an apology. And then if they give the apology, are they really sorry? Are they really sorry?
There you go.
Nah.
Are you really sorry? No, you're not.
Nah,
because you said whatever you said.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you told me that.
Well, damn.
You bitch.
We're not friends.
That went left so
Not
fast.
friends with you.
See, this is where you be.
Look here.
Look at here. Beat their ass like I beat them kids' ass too. Like,
Unfriending you. Unfollowing you.
unbothered. You're a non-factor. I hope that answered your question.
Did you guys want? Do we have more questions?
No, we answered a lot. That was all of them.
Oh, that was a bunch.
We answered that. I think
that's good.
Did you
like
guys
that.
want to know about my date?
Yes,
Because I sent you guys
let's hear
like
about
the
your date.
picture.
Yeah,
saw
let's
you.
hear about your day. We'll wrap it up after that. Let's
Okay,
go.
nah.
Tell us about it. First of all, how long have you known this gentleman?
Since 2016.
Okay.
Okay, we got.
Oh shit! That's
Yeah, he's seasoned.
Yeah, 6.
He's seasoned.
Whatever that means. Yes.
Got some flavor.
You got some. Yeah, there you
got
go.
some flavor.
Yeah, tell us all about your flavorful man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was. Anyway,
Don't tell me that part, please. If you're gonna talk about that, let me go to the bathroom.
No,
I'll see it on YouTube. I don't want to hear that shit.
No, so it was his 40th birthday, and I got him.
Turn up.
Oh, you got your little older man, huh?
I do. He looks amazing, though.
What? Continue.
No, anyway,
Every
so
time you see,
Yeah, she keeps trying to slip it in. He juicy. He look amazing. He all chocolatey and shit. Whatever the fuck you about to say. Just tell me how the damn date went.
I can't.
You give a damn about this? No, you're not. You're trying to tell me what he look like.
Okay. Anyway.
She got some dick. That's what it was. Continue. Congratulations. Finally, Jesus Christ. No more cobwebs.
For sure. Anyway, the date went well. I got him 2 gifts. I got him. Well, he sent a text message, I guess, to everybody, knowing what he wanted, but nobody got him anything, which was really sad. So I got him a Versace cologne, Aero cologne. And
Versace.
And I got him this Armani something. But it's an oil-based cologne, and it smells so sweet and so good. That one was also for me. Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're not one of them cheap females.
Oh, I'm not.
I know those colognes, shit.
Versace Eros is
when you
like,
get the oil base, that's you in the game. That shit lasts for hours.
So the guy,
because you put it on your clothes. Oh yeah,
right
it's
there.
And so it was expensive, but I got him that, and so
nobody else got him that.
No.
Where his friends at?
Where is he from here?
He's from New York.
Oh, I mean,
yeah. But he does have like colleagues or whatever like that, but he hasn't
especially for
got
your 40s.
He hasn't got much special treatment in a while.
And that's where you come in.
Exactly.
Okay, see, this is not what I'm talking
no.
about. She's literally trying to get it out. Tell us all about the freaky nights.
You setting it up though. You setting it up though.
No, I'm talking. This is about the date. Anyway, I booked a reservation like a week, 2 weeks in advance at Earl's Kitchen and Bar.
Okay.
That place is nice. And it has actually a vegan menu. Just want to let you know.
Ooh.
It has a plant-based menu.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh, what nigga? You know, I mean,
I was saying for you.
It's my first N word in a long time. I'm so sorry.
That's actually true.
Damn
I should have a jar for it.
You got it out of me. Shit.
Anyway, so
Real one.
So William, pretty much, I took him out to Earl's. I got him a hotel room too.
You got him a hotel?
Yeah, so I got the hotel room. Let him stay in there and have him meet me over at the.
See, you a real friend
You
right
see
there.
my face? So he was just there at the hotel by himself that you paid for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that's
Like
a dope friend right there, man.
So I got the hotel room. I checked him in and everything like that. You know, because I work for Hilton, so we stayed at one of our nice Hilton Lux Hotel.
Had it built in.
And so,
See,
and so,
level up, right?
I need to level up, bro. You do though.
I got dressed up to my nines,
Yeah, we
smelling
saw it
all
from the
good.
picture. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did.
And it was a really nice. It was a really nice dinner. He was really.
Did he have his arm around you?
Yes.
Oh, he was on a date.
I was on a date.
That's not a friend, Trevor.
That's not a friend.
You're right.
She bought him oil-based cologne.
Yeah.
We're past friendship at this point.
Yeah.
My brother did too. He's like, who are those for? I was like, oh, they're for William. He said, Mel Q. I was like, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, so his stage name is Mel Q.
Stage.
Yeah, he's a beat master.
Oh, that's right. For some reason, I thought he was a dancer. I don't know what. I was like, stage name? What the fuck is going on right now? You bought the dancer some cologne? He gonna sweat that shit out. He'll be glistening and sweaty and smelling like Versace.
I came with you, man. I came with
when
you.
she said stage, I was like, stage.
Nah, I already. And the sad part was, I knew that's where your mind
Well,
went.
she said
I knew that's where your mind went.
I thought
That's sad as hell.
My bad.
Okay, well,
I'm so sorry.
anyway.
Whoops.
So we went out bar hopping after that.
That's some
and
young
then-
people shit.
Oh,
No,
wow.
actually, we didn't
Damn.
bar hop. We only stayed in one place.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I've been
We
there.
only
I've been
stayed
there.
in one
I've been there.
place.
Yeah,
It was just like-
I know.
I know.
We went to Scruffy Duffy's and it was fun. Like, it was fun. Because Scruffy Duffy's is mostly like people our age, you know?
Where's that?
Yeah.
Oh, in my area.
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah.
It's mostly
we
for.
won't say where, but yeah, I know what you're talking
it's
about.
mostly
Yeah,
for. It's mostly for people in my age, you know, like in our age, you know, group. Like you hear like
Is
school
it
stuff.
like is it a bar? Or?
It's a bar, and it's you know, like it's also
Restaurant,
it's a
bar,
restaurant
hotel.
kind of, you know, it's a pub.
Fast forward to the end of the date.
Anyway,
No, I'm trying to figure out where this gets. Something happened. You're not telling me.
okay, we smashed. There you go.
Shout out to William.
Finally,
William.
dust that
I
shit
am.
off. Woo, William. I'm so happy for you.
Got that
I
professional
was actually
name.
very
I see
happy.
you.
I bet you were.
I got it in the morning too.
Oh, see, we didn't. We
got
just figured it was a whole package deal.
seconds.
It was.
I'm
That
just-
was
I'm
the
happy.
end of the package deal.
Okay, I'm just. I mean,
That's a hell of a date.
I mean, he should have gave you something after all that
I
shit.
did,
I mean,
but
come
you
on
know,
now.
it was great. Like
I'm proud of you.
having conversations with him is great.
Yeah.
like he's.
Is this your boyfriend
he's
now?
so funny.
Yeah, are we official?
It's.
Are we official?
We're
You
on
might as
that
well
cusp.
be.
We're on that cusp.
we
yeah.
close.
Hey,
we ain't there
we're
yet.
close.
Don't try to make it official on the 14th. Don't try to trick him.
Well, I'll be away at school,
All right, he's
so
good.
there's no 14th.
Got you back, William.
Yeah, we got you.
There's no. That was my Valentine's Day.
I
shit.
bet it was.
It was amazing.
I'm so proud. Okay,
Best
This is
gift.
awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Best
Like
gift.
that, Will.
Okay. All right. Will
being honest.
All right. Will is doing his thing.
No, but I did say like he's like right now, like he has an agent that is gonna open some great doors for him because he's an amazing beat master. I'm telling you.
That's what's up.
And the fact that Dr. Dre wants to listen to his stuff after the Grammys.
Oh, is she name dropping?
Oh, let's go, William.
I don't even know Will, but congratulations to you, man.
Congratulating
That's
Will.
dope right there.
Like,
We should
I
make a
told
rap
him,
song together.
I
don't rap. No.
I told him not
Get
to
me in the
sell
booth.
I told him like these like
Don't
beat
sell your soul,
masters
Will.
do not. No, I was like, beat masters are, you know, people who sell their beats to a lot of these musicians and stuff like that. And he's come a long way. Like, he's really dedicated to his music.
Is he your man?
He's close to there.
I mean, if he's beating out of the frame and you buying him all these oil-based
I know you buying them.
I think it's because
food and dates and
what's the hold up?
yeah.
What's the one little drop he got to add?
Look, it's okay to relinquish control.
I just need him to get a little. I need him to be stable.
Okay.
Because he has like the issues with his ex-wife and him.
Is it okay for us to tell all this stuff?
No,
he's cool with it. Is he? I don't know if he is.
No, I'll just be quiet with that.
I'll just start throwing phones.
No,
is he cool? I can beep it out. We got it. I'll beep it out.
I'll just the issues that he like.
He's got some stuff.
He got some stuff. He has to figure that out. I told him that actually at the date. I said, you know, I told him that I really do love you a lot.
Dang.
I really do.
Wait. What part of the date did you say I love you? Was this before all the stuff?
This was on the date.
There we go. All right.
This was on the date.
Sometimes in the heat of the moment, you can say some shit.
No. It wasn't the heat of the moment. It was actually just saying like how much I
and the
love
thing is, y'all got some years in, so I mean, it's not like
some years in.
No, I'm happy for her. Yeah, I really am. Yeah, you need that.
And
you deserve love.
Because I did tell my mom. I told her that, you know, I have friends that there's one particular friend who I love him. Like, we both love each other. But the thing is, I cannot be with him.
Oh yeah.
And that's okay.
But this is the one though.
But this guy right here, he is the one that I actually am pursuing.
You see the way she hit that?
Okay.
This guy right here.
So you know
This
what,
dude
Trevor?
right here.
Trevor.
Yep. What's up?
You up next, buddy.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, get your skis on again, Trevor.
He gonna ski right into somebody's DMs. Watch it. As soon as he learned how to use Instagram for the first time.
Bro, that was my next thing, bro. I was like, I would have to get on social media to do that.
As soon as you get your social media,
Look,
just
I'm
put
still
a little
just
ski emoji in somebody's DMs. Like, I'm still on
Facebook.
Okay, you gotta stop.
Look here,
my grandmother's on Facebook.
No, look
too.
here, I ain't updated
My
shit.
grandma's on Facebook
I
too.
know.
Look here, it still got me where I'm working at Taco Cabana on that.
Humble beginnings. Humble beginnings. That's what's up. I wish
I was a cook too, bro. I was up there cutting the meat, bro.
I wish that I knew you when you worked there.
I was cutting it.
No, I wish I knew you when you worked there. I would have got free food.
Man, get you. I ain't even get free food.
I'm not worried about you.
Oh wow.
Okay.
But don't you? But you're vegan now, so.
No,
They got bean
bean
and egg tacos.
He wasn't vegan.
No, I'm vegetarian, not no vegan.
Oh, you're vegetarian now.
Vegans are hard pressed. I gotta get rid of cheese and eggs. That's tough to do.
Vegetarian, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get rid of it.
Before we get out of here, any announcements? I know you're leaving for what, 3 weeks?
School for 3 weeks.
And then
NCO Academy.
That's what's up. Will you be here next time around?
Don't know yet.
It's pre-Valentine's.
Schedule a little busy.
There's gonna be free beer here if you show up.
Beer.
Oh, you want to skip school now?
I can't, unfortunately. I got orders.
You're gonna be truant.
Truant is not the word.
AWOL, my bad.
They call me AWOL and arrest my ass.
Tomato.
No, I'm good. I don't need any.
Usually for truant, so you gotta be absent like hell. Like you don't show up.
It's a lot quicker in the Army.
They'll knock at your door and arrest your ass.
Hey, where you at?
It's like I didn't.
You were supposed to be here at 12 o'clock. Yeah, you were not here.
Yeah.
Well, I know they checking that shit like clockwork.
Yes. Well, happy Valentine's Day to you and your new boo.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day to you and whoever you get in the lap dance from on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Don't mess with you, man.
Wow.
But no, for us, we have a lot more coming. We got some cool episodes coming down the pipeline. We have some other events coming up this year with our brand partners. So we are Celestial Beer Works at Celestial Beer Works. From wherever you're at, you can order online too. Just Celestial Beer Works.
Gotta stop by. Beer is phenomenal.
It's amazing.
It is.
The IPA I'm in love with.
Yeah, I got you.
Them sours? Yo.
He didn't like sours at first.
No, I didn't know about them.
It's an acquired taste. But
Man,
it was like raspberry and
it didn't even taste like beer. It didn't even taste like beer. It was dope as hell.
I think it was. Yeah, this is a prop. Oh shit! This is a prop. No, so yes. God damn it! No. She's still. We're good. This is a prop. So this
John
one right,
edited that out.
That one. No, he don't got to edit that out. This one right here. It's a sour. So whenever you go in, we'll have to go try that. But yeah,
I do.
I let him. You know what?
It's the IPAs that. It's the
Right
IPA that I love the most. Oh my god, that shit was
he
so
got
good.
into sours for the first time. Make sure you always roll and tap your sours to get the
Yeah,
sediments.
yeah,
But he loved it. Yeah. You roll it and you tap it so all the stuff kind of mixes up.
That stuff right there is
But he
phenomenal.
loved it. He absolutely loved it. So that was cool.
Y'all got to check it out.
They turned you out.
Shout out to
There you
them,
go.
even though their little props just got my shit off. You know what, Maddie? Look at me. But go over there. Don't do what I just did.
He over here wasting. Unbelievable.
It's already in my system.
Wasting.
Oh, sorry.
That was just water. This is why I'm putting rice in there next time.
Okay,
So,
You're supposed to put it in before.
I'm fucking up. I'm really fucking up. So, no, but other than that, we have some stuff going on with them this year. We have a pretty cool lineup of things going on this year with the show. So I'm excited. Merch will be out soon enough. You'll be able to buy our merch in their store. So this will be cool. You'll be able to find our t-shirts in their local breweries. So we got things coming out, man. It's exciting times for us.
Excited.
Yes.
We prophetic.
I love that he says that. He owns it too.
We prophetic over here.
He
bro.
is really owning it. Look at him. Do it
I
again.
mean, kind of thing.
We prophetic.
It is, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, as always, thank you guys for listening to everywhere in the world. Oh, welcome Indonesia. That's one of our new markets.
Ew, that's nice.
Pick that one up out now. Hey,
right.
welcome. Thank you. So thank you for everywhere in the world that listens to us. I know it's not just Americans, so that's awesome. Thank you for everything that you guys do as far as comments. Please comment more. Please. And please like and subscribe more. I can tell you listen, but I need you to subscribe and follow and pass along. Tell all your friends. Hashtag us. Do whatever you need to do to get us out there. Help us grow. So thank you for that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these conversations. We are growing and evolving right in front of your eyes. It's like painting a large canvas. It just, each brush stroke is a new conversation, and we just keep on putting this masterpiece together. So thank you for all the support, all of the love. Stay tuned for everything we have coming out. And is there anything else from you guys? Because if not, we can get on out of here.
Thank you, military people, for listening.
Yes,
to
thank
us.
you. I heard. Hey, I love y'all. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Sorry
Love
your knees
it.
are all fucked up, but thank you for supporting.
Top secret.
Just put some essence all
Your
on that
line is we
fireball.
prophetic.
Oh, we prophetic.
There it is. Hey. All right, y'all. Well, you know what the deal is. Ready? Bye.